Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Glad to have you guys back here today. I decided to come outside because it's starting to get beautiful out, and to be honest with you, it brings a different sentiment to your environment. What do I mean? I'm kind of trying to say is it it doesn't make you feel like you're boxed in. Because if I'm being honest, when I'm inside, when I'm even when I have my lights on, as much as you know the colors I use are to set the mood, to set the positive mood, the positive mindset, right? But it's also the aspect of me being boxed in one room, feeling like my opinions and the things I want to say are so closed off, and I don't want to be closed off. So being out here, starting to see that it's getting nicer out. The weather's starting to go up to 70s. I'm probably going to be out here majority of the time. And I'm happy about that because it gives me the opportunity to actually feel like my voice is being heard. But not the way that everybody's thinking, but it just doesn't feel like I'm boxed in. It doesn't feel like there's four separate walls closing me off from all the beautiful things that are around me. And that's why I love being out here, because like I said, it creates a different environment, gives off different energy, and it's good energy, something that I need, something that we all need. And for me, it represents change. It represents a shift, because even though I've started doing this in the beginning, trying to take myself out of my room, to go outside, to put myself in a space where I wasn't comfortable with speaking out loud, having my opinions out there, even if other people could hear it. But now I'm starting to get a lot more comfortable with it. And I'm starting to see how it's not fixing my life, but rather improving my life. It's giving me the confidence that I needed. It's giving me the input that I needed. And that's all I ever wanted. And it represents a change for me, something that's been big in my life for a while now. And I want to continue to keep changing. So I did make that promise in the beginning that it might not be me just being out here. I might be in other different places. I might even have people here with me. And to be honest with you, I'm going to make that happen. Might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but it will. And I feel like this summer is going to be that opportunity to do that. Only because I can actually be outside. I'm actually going to be able to breathe and feel, I guess, free, so to speak. And that kind of brings some joy and some hope to my heart. It brings a lot of perspective too for me, because it makes me realize that, the points around me that seemed like I was kind of stunted, that seemed like I wasn't going in any direction, that seemed like all the work that I've been putting in was kind of just going to waste, was actually not true at all. And being able to step out here today, believe it or not, it helps me take that step back and realize that I have been doing good. I have been getting better. My issue and my problem is that I tend to fixate on other people and their life, the things that are going on in their lives. It's a problem I've always had, but it's also a problem that I've been working towards being better with. And I'm not the same person when it comes to that, but I still have it in me at times. And I'm still getting better and learning how to grasp, how to focus on just myself and only myself. And for me to be out here, like I just said, and just to speak to you guys and put myself in different environments, kind of test myself, challenge myself, that means the world to me. And that'll always mean the world to me. Just being here for each and every one of you means the world to me. I want to help in whatever way I can. And this is how I start helping you guys, by seeing that you can go from something small that I just started a year ago to something astronomically bigger than yourself. As long as you work, as long as you believe in yourself, as long as you actually put in the time and the effort. That's what it's about. That's what it's all about. That's what this life is about. To experience things, to put the effort in, to become something awesome, to become something great, to become what you always wanted to be, or maybe more. it takes a long time for people to realize that, me included. And this is just one big step in the right direction for me right now. And it's one big step into a bigger future for me. And I'm happy that I can have each and every one of you on that ride to see where I'm gonna go, to see what I can provide to you, to see what I can give back to people, to make them understand that they can be just as good or better than they were today, tomorrow, the next day, and the day after that. But you have to work towards being better. And it's not going to be easy. It never is. But take me as a great example. And I don't talk about a lot of different people a lot, but a lot of you may know him, Nick Matarazzo, for example. I went to school with him. I went to high school with him, and we obviously weren't close, but he was always a good kid. He's always a nice kid, and I think a lot of people probably didn't have faith in him. They probably didn't see him as the greatest person in the world. Maybe they got a different perspective of him. Maybe they saw what they wanted to see, so to speak. But regardless, that's the past, right? Now, he's doing what he wants. He's going out there, he's living his life, he's exploring the world, he's being positive, he's spreading positivity. He's showing people that anything is possible. And he's also showing people that didn't believe him in the past that he's doing this. And he's making it happen. And I'm proud of him. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for anybody that I know or that I did know to grow into something great and amazing and beautiful. And I have faith that he's going to do great, and I have faith that he's going to be amazing. And he inspired me. I mean, I've been doing this just for myself for a long time, but doing it for a while, and sometimes just going and being human sometimes, because we all are, you experience that feeling where you're like, am I doing enough? Am I really working? Is this really possible? And to me, seeing what he's been doing, seeing his growth from knowing him from high school up until now, and again, I didn't know him as well, but he was always nice to me, and he never pushed any ill intent or negativity towards my way. So I have nothing but respect and love for him. Good guy. But regardless, what I'm trying to say is he's doing it, and he inspired me. He showed me that I gotta keep doing this. I can't stop. I can't turn back and look at myself and say, hey, I can't do this, because that's not true. I can do this. I definitely can do this. And it's what I want. And I'm willing to sacrifice whatever I need to do to get to the things that I want. So thank you, Nick. I appreciate you. I appreciate your positivity. I appreciate your hunger. I appreciate your determination. And I hope to see big things for you, my friend. But I just wanted to use him as an example and just use everything that he's doing as an example for you to be motivated, to get farther, to push harder, and to not give up, because you can do literally anything you want. It's all about your belief, it's all about your mindset, and it's all about your passion and the hunger and the determination behind it. Believe in yourself, guys. We got this. Listen, I know that at the end of the day, if we were put on this earth to do something, to make something of ourselves, to make something beautiful out of what we've been given, because look at it, we never stop to think about what we have that's actually beautiful around us, guys. Yes, I know there's a lot of bad things going on around the world right now, and I really hope things get better. I hope tensions settle down, and I hope peace will come soon, I hope, because I don't want to see people in treachery or fear. I don't want to see people, dying or getting hurt or hate. And unfortunately, it's something that is in the world. But what I'm trying to say to you is, if you're looking at all this and you're kind of just like, why am I still doing this? There's no point. There's so much bad in the world. What do I have to offer? I want you to take a second and take a step back and breathe in the air. Breathe in your air. Take a nice deep breath. Stop thinking for a second and look at the sky. Look at the clouds. Look at what's out there. Sure, it seems like endless space. It doesn't seem like there's nothing but blue sky up there. But when you go further up, right, all the way up into space, right, there's a whole bunch of different stars, different planets, all these beautiful things, right, that we haven't explored yet, obviously, we haven't seen yet or seen much of yet. But the opportunity that we're getting to see them, to breathe in the air that we have, to wake up every day, to experience new things, that's why life is worth living. That is why life is worth going on and making your story, writing and building your path for yourself, to cherish, to make something great of yourselves. That is why life is worth living. That is why it's worth to keep trying, to keep pushing, to keep going past your limits, and to keep being better. And I know that sometimes it's hard to see that, but I promise you, if you just practice that, if you emphasize that in your life, if you take that step back from time to time and really just take in the scenery, take in what's around you in your environment, you'll start to realize that, shit, I can do this. And I have the opportunity to do this. But am I going to make that opportunity happen now? Or am I going to continue to doubt myself because of all the bad things that are happening now? When in retrospect, I could be the narrative that changes all those bad things, that changes the position, that makes things better, that contributes to something that's more beautiful and bigger than ourselves. I said bitter, sorry. But just think about that. That's beautiful. That's amazing. And I think that that's what life is worth living for. To know that we can make a community, we can make a society that's even better and bigger than the society we've had in the past. That we can change all the bad and make things better. Yeah, sure, there's always going to be bad things in the world. But that doesn't mean that the world needs to be bad. We can make it better. And we make it better by living out our goals and our dreams and our destinies. By writing our stories. By being the change. It just determines, the only thing that determines what that change and where that change will happen is you. You're the when and where, but when are you going to start? Start now and believe in yourself, because you have a whole bunch of people out there doing it today, making everything they've ever want happen because they believe in themselves, even when people didn't. So now it's time for you to believe in yourself. If me and the other Nick can do this, if we can believe when the people don't believe in us, then you can believe when people don't believe in you. You can keep pushing. You can get better. And you will. But it starts with you, kings and queens. And it starts by us actually making that initiative and making that step. You're going to have to jump. You either jump now or you never jump at all. And you miss out on that opportunity. So, all I'm going to say is, have a great day, kings and queens. Thank you for coming and joining me on my journey in my YouTube video. And I just promise you that it's going to be amazing. It's going to be great. And you're going to love it. So will I, because I'm going to be challenging myself, obviously, and putting myself in positions that I don't usually do. But I think it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to be great. And I hope you guys can join me for the ride. But on that note, we're going to put a pin in that conversation. And I'm going to say have a great day, guys. Be the best you. And thank you for joining me on my YouTube channel. See you next Thursday, guys. Peace out. Well, when the clicker decides to turn off. 1, 2, 3.